It absolutely grinds my fucking gears when I see people driving and they're like this with their phone in their hand.
Yeah, but why does that grind your gears? Oh. I mean, you don't gotta be a dick about it, whatever.
Hey, nobody went to the Texas State Fair.
Duh, that's because Donald Trump deported
everybody. Every single person that you or I has ever known.
I'm in shock.
Why? It's what we voted for. I mean, the alternative was... You forgot. Yeah, those were spooky times we were living in. But here we are, living in spookier times. So, let's continue.
AI can't read cursive. AI can't read cursive. It never will be able to read cursive. Because everybody's handwriting is different. Which is probably the reason why they took handwriting out of...
Pretty strange that cursive looks like hieroglyphics. I mean, think about your grandchildren's children. Cursive will literally look like ancient Egyptian writings. Huh, interesting.
Do you see what I see? Notice this. Does that strike you as odd? A woman carrying a giant pile of rubble and barely looks like it weighs anything at all?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Women can do anything men can do. Sometimes even better.
What did you say, nigga?
Pardon me, YouTube. Most times even better. You need to be worried about Sacha Baron Cohen calling and getting his goatee back from you. You straggly beard bitch.
Where have we seen this before? And I'm going to show you something else too. Carrying a giant bucket of rubble and then immediately setting it down off camera. Also, look, carrying it with one hand as this guy struggles to carry his bucket because he's a better actor, right? We're going to watch this again. Notice something else. If you were here cleaning rubble, wouldn't you have some stains on you? Wouldn't you be a little bit dirty? Instead, they're perfectly clean and able to carry large blocks of rubble with complete ease. No problem at all. Tiny little woman carrying a giant block of rubble and a giant bucket of rubble with just one arm, completely clean, and then sets it down off camera right there.
Once again, you cannot make this stuff up. So did you know that Erica Kirk starred in a country music video 13 years ago? It was by Emerson Drive and the song was called She's My Kind of Crazy. Guys, you have to see this to believe it. So did you guys notice that detail? She zip lines by a 9 and a 10. 9/10, September 10th, the date that her husband was assassinated. That's just too weird. And to add one more layer of weird, the song was 3 minutes and 22 seconds long. 322 being the famous number of the satanic club from Yale, Skull and Bones. Yeah, you know the one that the Bush family's made famous? Yeah, that one. That's pretty weird. The whole thing is just weird. What do you guys think?
Why are these guys so into gematria? Ghetto bitches, don't name your daughter gematria. For the love of God, Wanda. Anyway, sorry, these fucking ghetto bitches. You pretty ghetto bitch. They just so stupid though. Why are they so into numerology? That's better. Oh my God. Can't you hear a hard-headed nigga named numerology? Black people. Y'all are hilarious. Anyway. What is your deal, Masons? Freemasons? What's your deal, though? Are numbers magic?
Yes!
Man, this better be fake. Because the first thing is, I got to get a little racist and say, this must be a white man because you took way too long to run. But then shout out to my white people who have said to me, stop saying that, man, because he did take too long to run. Fuck him. Why are we even on the beach? If anything, I'm like, honey, this is your fucking people. Why are we at his beach house? I never even liked this guy anyway. So shout out to my white people who have said that to me in the comments. That ain't us. That's them. We don't fuck with them.
I was out scavenging yesterday and I ran out of gas on the way home. It was already getting late, so I thought I'd wait till the morning to find gas. This is what I woke up to. Please send help.
Well, I mean, single independent woman. Tell him, girl.
I don't need a man.
You need to find a way to get out of there, but you definitely don't need a man.
You smug cocksucker. Fuck you.
So I think we're going to inadvertently create what I call a second uncanny valley, a space in which we do not know whether what we're watching is real or not. It's going to be a very uncomfortable space. It's going to make us confused. It's going to make us a little psychotic. We're going to watch old movies and think they're fake. We're going to watch fake things and think they're real. What this means for humanity, I don't know, but I'm starting to think we might be in the Twilight Zone, guys.
We're not inadvertently creating it, we're advertently creating it. But this is the way it's gotta be, that's what's been prophesized. How else will the Antichrist come around and tell everybody a lie that we believe is true? The groundwork is being set for that now. What a time to be alive. Let's keep on living.
Hey y'all, have y'all ass been bugging? My internet has been tripping all day. And I just heard that the whole Amazon empire, the Amazon Web Service, had a massive outage. Check this out. Even my OBS was glitching, y'all, when I went live this rising. We must be close to the big one, y'all.
Wait, the big one like Fred Sanford? No.
This is crazy. Y'all see this?
So it's currently Monday, about 10:30 in the morning. Is anybody else's banking apps down? Now I'm seeing loads of reports that HMRC are having problems. Amazon Web Services are having problems. But I've tried logging onto my bank account a couple of times. I thought it was because I've maybe got a VPN or something like that. But no, it's not working. What is happening?
When the empire starts crashing, just know that we are close to the big one.
Hey, good morning to you, George. Yeah, if you were up late overnight wanting to watch some of your favorite shows, or even if you had a flight to catch, you may have noticed a problem with many of your favorite apps thanks to a major outage taking down some really big name favorites. Amazon Web Services, which is a leader in the cloud infrastructure market, reported the outage, citing an operational issue, saying around 2 a.m. East Coast time that it was working to accelerate the recovery. According to the app that tracks problems like these, Down Detector, some of the sites affected that you mentioned, Amazon, Prime Video, Disney Plus, which is owned by the parent company of ABC, Lyft, McDonald's, Snapchat, United Airlines, Venmo, and Verizon. The list goes on and on. Some United and Delta customers even reported on social media they couldn't find their reservations online, they couldn't check in, they couldn't drop their bags. Other social media users cited problems with cloud-based games, including Roblox and Fortnite.
Do y'all know how big AWS is? It's not just Amazon. It is the backbone of the digital world. Streaming, websites, gaming, payment system, they all funnel through that one giant beast. If that thing starts glitching, I'm telling you guys, something big is coming. This is getting us ready for that, y'all.
So what are we gonna do about it? Cause what can we do about it? You leave it in the comments and tell me. I really wanna know.
They said November, right? November? That's next month. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this video, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it.
Women lie, men lie. They say numbers don't, but that's a lie because numbers can be fabricated. Energy never do, though. Let's see.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. He does look a little uneasy, and Bob Iger does look a little overexcited, but I just chalked it up to, yay, I got Star Wars, and he's not really shaking his hand all the way. Kind of like real limp, talking about Lucas. But tell me what you think in the comments. I was reading the comments of this video, and a lot of people said he looked like he was forced. He looked scared. Maybe his name was in Epstein files.
Are you outside of your mind?
I mean, YouTube, that case is closed, is what I meant to say.
Basically, what they did in He-Man is they basically showed you exactly what was going on in this realm and how things actually turned out and who was working with who.
Well, I never noticed it when I was a kid, but he does say, by the power of Gray Skull. Why is Skull and Bones giving you power? And why do you have a Knights Templar sign on your chest? That's just my ADHD mind making me think of that. But let's continue.
And they put it right in our face, but we didn't see it. I'm going to break it down for you, and I'm going to show you how what happens on this looking glass is what's occurring in our realm. Watch this. So a giant with an orb sought to rule Eternia.
I don't know if I'd call it an orb, or more than I'd call it a crystal, like some magic amulet, his staff with his crystal that has some type of warlock, witchcrafty powers in it, is what it looks like to me.
So then he became this giant, immortal, and then he got cast out. So this dude got casted out and everything was peaceful. Next thing you know, the giant dude sneaks back in through a portal. Look, he got the wand and everything in his hand again, right? This time, he got help from some other entities from another world. And look at these motherfuckers. They fucking reptiles. They just so happen to be reptilian. And so now they messing everything up. Look at the people. Now, everybody's enslaved. These reptiles are planning on notifying their fleet. The giant is like, yo, y'all ain't doing none of that. I'm running the show. And then he blasts these dudes with a beam. Meanwhile, her homegirl goes into the Chamber of Secrets, gets dipped in a pool of mercury, comes out. Next thing you know, she's Isis, the Falcon, and now she can fly. And she did all this to fight this giant. Then the giant comes back through the portal, drops a crystal obelisk down. Boom. The crystal obelisk hits the ground, makes a force field. Boom. Crystal obelisk. Finally, He-Man gets the obelisk, right? He tells him, I've reached my fracture point. Everything has a fracture point, and I've reached mine. He hits him with a beam, and he hits the obelisk. Boom. Breaks the crystal obelisk. He goes, damn, I was so close. Picks up the broken obelisk, and he throws it at the giant through the portal. Boom. And tells him, don't come back. Now, why did I show y'all that? I showed y'all that because I want to explain to y'all how in-depth these devices are. Your eyes are closed because you're walking around almost like ants, clueless to how powerful we are.
Okay, I do agree with that part. I don't know about everything. I'm just watching an episode of He-Man, but that, what you just said, I agree with that.
You have to understand something. This is all energy. The people that operate with these know what they're doing. You understand? You see this right here, right? This is the Vatican. Every last single one of the cities has one of these. The cities that control our world, they all have one of these. This is London City. That's Cleopatra's Needle. That has Ramses scriptured on there. Think about that. Cleopatra's Needle from Egypt is here in London City. They placed it there in a specific spot for a reason, to do the same exact thing that crystal obelisk was doing that I just now showed you. It does the same thing. You just can't see it. It goes up and out very wide, and it has a sphere of influence. They all work this way. This is the one in Washington, D.C. And just to put this out there so that y'all know how in depth on a numerical level this shit is. Do you know that this is 555 feet from here to the top? Did you also know that in order to put a structure up, you have to put 20% of it below the ground? What is 20% of 555? It's 111. What's 111 and 555? 666. That is the exact feet measurement of this obelisk in Washington. So you got that one that's 66 feet. Then you got Cleopatra's Needle over here, which looks like it has a scarab on it. Like, are y'all seeing this? Then you got the one at the Vatican with the fractal on top. Are y'all seeing this? Again, these are fractals. And you know, that cross, that whole religion cross thing, just get that out of it. That's nothing. That's hoodoo. That's made up gumbly gob. That's This is what y'all need to understand. Flip everything around you ever known. All the religious that's the gum to the gob. That's the bullshit. That's the fantasy. That's the Harry Potter. The Harry Potter that you think is when they sitting there with the wands made out of Hollywood. Did you know his wand is made out of Hollywood? Yes, his wand is made out of Hollywood. From the holly tree. That's where Hollywood, the word, comes from. Magic. Research that tree and the magic of that tree and what they do in Hollywood and you will understand. This is all about sorcery. They just told you it was make-believe. This ain't no make-believe. These obelisks are very, very real. Somebody measured that to 666 feet exactly for a motherfucking reason. They put weird shit in our face and we don't even see it. Like this guy right here, looking through the hole when the giant was talking to the reptilians. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Ottoman Empire. I forgot about that. You see how they just slept that in there? Just slip that in there. They ain't gonna notice. The Vatican obelisk. Want to know how dark and demonic this one is? Look at where this comes from. First of all, it's stolen. Look at where it comes from, right? Look at what it's made out of. Red granite. That obelisk is crystal. Watch this. Red granite is a type of igneous rock that is primarily made up of what? Quartz, god damn it. Quartz. Quartz. Just like they showed you. You want to think it's make-believe? It's a cartoon? Why are you showing me a giant reaching through a portal, dropping down a crystal obelisk that makes a force field? Come on now. Quartz makes up, and the Vatican happens to just so have an obelisk made out of a rare granite that's red and primarily quartz? Come on now, man. This is about power. This is about energy. You understand? And just like everybody saw exactly what He-Man did, y'all got to understand something. In this realm, there's only 3 cities that control this realm. It's this city, London, and Washington. Washington does the military. These guys does the religion. London does the finances. Their job together is to keep everything under control and us believing in their money, spell, religion, spell, military spell, they against them spell. Meanwhile, they got crystal obelisks with a sphere of influence.
Welcome to another episode of They Didn't Build This. Starring, not this building here, but they definitely didn't build that either. All marble, stone, terracotta. But we're headed this way, folks. This will be another edition of our Minneapolis, United States Post Office that we definitely didn't build. I'm going to get ready to show you why. Got your old world bridge there. We didn't build that either. Oxidized copper all over it, sandstone, limestone, just like these pillars here. This is called hiding in plain sight. I'll show you why. They'll call it some George Washington monument, but it's not. We're in Minneapolis, folks. That's old world, as you can see all around it. It's all granite. No. So all you do there is you blip out whoever's face was originally there, and you put George Washington's face there. That's how that works. Granite. This thing would take ether out of the atmosphere. As you know. But what you're really paying attention to is those sandstone pillars. It's made out of the same thing as that bridge. We're gonna head this way because there, as you turn this corner, say goodbye to that. There's our Minneapolis post office. Made of complete granite, marble, limestone, and sandstone. Long as a New York City block. Parking lot next to it, always a red flag. If you've seen in the other video, there's an empty lot behind this. This is to chime in on the fact I'm going inside so you can see that this has the longest running chandelier, like the inside of this post office, wink wink, quotations. It's ridiculous. We didn't build it. It's all granite marble base. Ridiculous. All granite marble floors. Limestone, sandstone. Okay, hold on. See along the top, looks a little different. It's a little altered. Has stuff on it because it had to alter it. It looks more castly before they altered it. But I can prove it if you notice. If you look right around there, all of the sandstone is absolutely perfect. It's flawless. The only places you'll find any type of flaws are around the tops where they've altered it. We'll prove that. Most sandstone and limestone, one of the heaviest buildings. Just crazy what this thing is. Post office, huh? We get to the granite steps. Look at this marble, granite. This is a 365-foot bronze chandelier, they call it. They've altered it, made it less snazzy than it was, but nothing about this building is normal. You know, you turn it into that, but that doesn't mean that's what it is. Oxidized bronze. It's always bronze and copper infused. It's not always just copper, you know. Right. Stone Arch Bridge is right behind it. Mississippi River right behind it. Heaviest building in Minneapolis, most limestone, sandstone. This thing goes back about 100 feet. It's pretty crazy. As you can see, okay, the windows were all infused brass and copper. You can see that oxidation on there. It's not supposed to be black. They kind of attempted to paint them black, or maybe they just let them get so dirty. But it used to be all green because it was all copper. This is an old world building. We obviously stitched that in there, put the eagles in there. And like I showed you, perfect sandstone and limestone. Perfect, perfect, perfect. No flaws anywhere along this whole strip until you get to the top where they've altered it because it was a castle. And you got to make it not look like a castle so you can turn it into a post office. Because this building's just so big, it would have took forever to tear it down. All this granite comes from St. Cloud. Granite quarry there, that's how they built the prison, wink, wink. They didn't build that prison, they built it in the 1800s, ladies and gentlemen. Google the St. Cloud prison. Largest granite wall next to the Great Wall of China in the world. And it was built by prisoners. Laugh. It's all lies, people. It's all lies. Part 2000, coming soon. This is the backside of your Minneapolis, United States post office. It's all granite, all marble base, limestone, sandstone top. You know, it's the backside showing you that it is New York City block long. Just marvelous, heaviest building in Minneapolis. We didn't build it. It's the backside, had to come back here and get this for you.
Thank you to my channel members. We said thank you, ha, to my channel members. No diddy when I say member. Thank you to my channel members. Fuck you if you're not a member. Nah, I'm just kidding, but seriously, join. Thank you